Okay, hello everyone. I think we'll start tonight's session. Okay, because I always run over time. I'm so sorry. It's so bad tracking time. So, hey, got more people.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, it's okay. Just sit and yeah. Okay.
Oh, and move the table is good.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah. Just grab a chair anywhere and sit. Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
I noticed the first time here as well.
Yes.
Oh, good. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So every class we have old students and new students. And you can start anytime, doesn't matter. We'll just go through some of the basic and we can do it together. So my name is Jimmy Liao. I'll be your instructor for tonight and sharing meditation, its principles and theories, and we'll do some meditation together. I've been meditating for more than 30 years, and I was a monk before as well. So and maybe we just briefly introduce each other. Okay, so just say something very short.
My name is Martin.
Hi.
I work in the health professional industry.
Oh,
and I had a long, stressful day, so I hope today is very helpful.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Welcome.
My name is Udwini. I'm very interested to learn more and gain a lot out of this session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. All right. The old students.
We're like sister duo,
Yes.
so we can't all speak for her.
Yes.
My name is Kiva.
We can introduce together.
Rania.
Yes.
Yeah, we're both stressful, and so we're just hoping to get help from you.
At least let's get distressed in this 1 hour.
I am Shilja. What should I say? I needed to learn the basic. So I have to be in this sort of class to start my basic, then being on level up and don't know the basics. So I didn't know the basic, just okay.
So good. Yes. She's learning the reverse way.
The other way.
I'm Cassie. I recently moved to this area and started a new job. I was recommended by my psychologist that to try meditation.
Very good.
Because I was talking about being difficult to concentrate.
Yeah.
So I saw this course.
So good.
You are
welcome.
A good start.
Good start, yes.
Very good start. Very good. And for people online,
Welcome to
can we introduce each other to the group here, live group here? Eddie, can you start, please?
Hi, everyone. I'm Eddie. I've been listening to Ajahn Brahm for the past 2 or 3 months since the pandemic, and I have found myself really helped by meditation practice. So yeah, I think everyone is going to be benefit by this practice. So I just want to welcome everybody to this group as well.
Thank you. Judy, are you there?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. I'm Judy. I started last year, and I'm still continuing and learning.
Okay. Karuna, are you there?
Hello, everybody. Hello, Jimmy.
Hi.
This is my second time attending.
Okay.
I actually was prompted into this meditation class by a friend, long time friend. And I heard about Jimmy quite some time ago. Well, I've been meditating for a while actually, but haven't gotten any breakthrough. So I'm looking into this new meditation class, see if I can do much better.
Maybe you just need some reminder of the basics.
Yes. I do notice some difference from the last lesson. So actually I'm outstation now, but I'm, following your class.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually from Malaysia more.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Happy learning, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Who do we have here? Marie.
Hello, I'm from regional Victoria, and I did actually attend the first week, which was lovely, and I'm very grateful to be able to connect again tonight, and just really wishing to learn more about meditation. So thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome, Marie. Thank you. Nikki, nice to see you again. Oh,
Sorry about that. Hi everyone, I'm Nikki from up in Mudgee. I've been meditating for a couple of years, but I come here to sort of feel part of the family, I guess.
yes,
And
yes.
I'm still learning something new every week. I still find something to pick up. So it's a good thing. I'm enjoying it. Thank you.
So good to have you. An important part.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Simran.
Hi everyone, my name is Simran and I'm a Western Sydney University student. I've been coming to these events since last year when I stumbled across it because I wanted a more organized and set way to meditate. I find it hard to go off on my own and do meditation. So I like being in a supportive community and having a routine that no matter what my busy week contains, that I know that every time on Monday night, I just take some time out for myself and learn about meditation.
So good. Yes. Thank you for being here. And I think, newcomer, Mr. Teo Gopal. Okay, maybe his mic is not. Okay. Okay, so meditation. I don't know whether you have previous planner or your preconceived idea is, but nowadays a lot of people, it's kind of becoming a mainstream thing. So like all the great athletes, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, all these people, what is it, the tennis player who just won last year Australian Open. Djokovic, yes, he meditates every day. All these people meditate every day to get themselves in the right, kind of frame mindset. This. Let me I want to show you this very quick. Kobe Bryant. How do I share screen? Share screen. Sorry, I'm so bad with this. How do I share my screen?
There should be, this is Zoom, right?
Yeah.
There should be a little icon.
Oh, because maybe
Share screen.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Thank you. So bad. Okay. Let's just have a look at this Kobe. Everyone know Kobe, right? He works so hard and he only sleep like 2 or 3 hours a day. Oops. Happened to my audio. Is it working? Oops. Oh no. It's an echo.
It's coming from two.
Oh, okay.
I think that's why.
Let me mute
Mute
you.
one.
Sleep, and figure out how to shut them. Oops. Okay. Oh. It's not good. What happened?
Maybe someone else.
Oh, someone's mic is on the Zoom. Okay. Sorry about this.
The sound was good, actually, making you wake up.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think I won't play that. I'll just say what he says. Okay. So Kobe, he worked so hard and he played NBA at age of 18, one of the youngest player. And he's very active and his mind can't stop. And at night he couldn't sleep. So he's famous for training basketball in the middle of the night in LA. So then I think it was Michael Jackson, strangely, Michael Jackson, who introduced meditation to him. Everyone know Michael Jackson, right? So Michael Jackson told him, you have to meditate. You have to incorporate this meditation in your daily life. It will help you a lot. And then he asked Michael Jackson, and then Michael Jackson actually told him that he meditates 7 hours a day. I was like, what? And then Michael Jackson said he does this in silence so that, all his lyrics, all these songs that he said it's God-given. Basically, when he's meditating and quiet his mind, things come to him. Then he can write songs. He said, then because I want to bring something good for the humanity, so that's why he meditates. So he told Kobe to meditate. Then Kobe really listened and meditated. And of course, he's a coach, famous coach, Phil Jackson, also meditates. When he coached the Bulls, Michael Jordan, everyone, it's compulsory to meditate. So meditation should be part of our life. It's like once you meditate, like Kobe will say, like if he doesn't meditate the first thing in the morning, what will happen is he will not be centered that day. He'll go out and then he'll be like chasing things outside, things like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do this. Then he's not dictating what he wants to do. He's not in control. He's like panicking. So we always want to be in control, right? We want to be calm. So when he meditate, Kobe meditate in the morning, he centers himself. So in the morning, first thing, he sit down and just in a silent space and just quiet down. And then just listening to himself slowly, he discover more about himself, his own emotions, his own feelings, how he's feeling that day. So this is why I'm teaching every week to be more and more aware of yourself and more and more aware of your own feelings, your own sensations and all this, to know about yourself more. One problem we have today is like everything outside, everything become too superficial, right? We don't really know what we want. Our current feeling are influenced by everything outside, how people say about us, all these things, all these values were imputed on us. But what do we really want? How are we feeling right now? We're not really sure. So these few weeks we've been talking about meditation and to get to know more and feeling about your own body. Last week we started on the body meditation already. But prior to that, we move on different aspect of the theories. So before we do this group session, let me get my view back. So strange. Am I still on share screen? Oh, okay.
There should be an icon that says stop sharing.
Okay. Stop sharing. All sharing? Yeah. Stop sharing.
Do you want
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
okay. We're back. Okay, so we'll start with a meditation. It's like a warm-up for, imagine going to the gym. You need to do some warm-ups, right? Before you do it. So this is the warm-up for your mind, basically. It's called the metta meditation, and we should do this all the time. Metta meditation just means loving kindness. So just sit in a comfortable position and relax yourself. Listen to my voice, my instructions, and Yeah. So keep your body relaxed and comfortable. And just tell yourself, or a very subtle wish for yourself to be well and happy. Just a smile in your heart. And tell yourself, may I be well, may I be happy. May I be free from all anxieties, all stress, all sufferings that's physically related or mentally related. May I be free. May I be happy. May I be free and happy. Just wishing yourself all the cells in your body. May I be free from all sufferings, all mental sufferings and physical suffering. May I be free from all kinds of expectations from myself and from others. May I be free from all kinds of hang-ups that we have. May I be well and happy. May I be well and happy. Let's share this happiness and well-wish to all the participants in this room and in Zoom sessions. All the people who gather here today, may they be well and happy. May they be free from all kinds of sufferings, all kinds of mental sufferings or physical sufferings that they might have. May they be totally free from all kinds of hang-ups, preferences. May they be well and happy. And sending this loving kindness, well-wish to all your loved ones, all the person that's important to you, that matters to you. May they be well and happy. May they be free from all sufferings. May they be free from all suffering. May they be free from all suffering. Extending this loving kindness beyond this room and beyond this Zoom class to all the people that's unknown to us, all the people walking on the street or in this campus, your neighbors, all the people in this city, seen or unseen to us, known or unknown to us. May they be free as well. May they be free from all sufferings, all mental sufferings and physical sufferings, all kinds of stress, hang-ups, expectations. May they be free and happy. And even to those who are unkind to us or those who we have some grudges against, let's take this opportunity to also wish them to be well and happy. May they also be free from all kinds of sufferings, mental sufferings, physical sufferings. May they be completely free from all sufferings. And sending this loving kindness energy, going beyond this city, to cover the whole of Australia, to cover the whole Asia, Pacific, Oceania, and to cover the whole earth. May all the inhabitants on this earth, humans, animals, all sentient beings, may they be well and happy, free from all kinds of sufferings that they might have. May they be well. May they be happy. And going beyond this earth to all the universe, to as far as your mind can reach. May all beings in this galaxy and beyond, may they be free from all sufferings, all mental sufferings and physical sufferings. May they be well. May they be happy. Free from all kinds of fears that they might have. May they be well and happy. May they be well and happy. May they be well and happy. And all these good energies, all this loving kindness energy, now slowly coming back from the edge of the universe, slowly coming back, gathering all these good energies of love and happiness and well-wish back onto this earth, back into this country, this city of Sydney, Bankstown, this campus, coming back to this room, and then into your body, all these good energies that sending to your body, receiving it, and going to your heart chakra is where your heart, your beating heart is. Again, wishing yourself, may I be well and happy. May I be well and happy. May all beings be well and happy. All beings be well. Once you feel you have received all these good energies and well wish, then in you, you can slowly open your eyes. Okay. Take your time. Yeah. So this is it's called a metta meditation. It's recommended actually by the Buddha 2,500 years ago. It's a very good meditation to start, because then you set the right tone of the atmosphere that you want to be in. You know, our minds have to be very open to receive new ideas and new information. So this meditation can do that for us. Have students, who want to ask a question? Shimran, you have a question?
Yeah, so I think like we've been doing this a few times and I really enjoy doing it because I always feel good. But I find myself like I do come on Mondays and I do, and that's great. But how do you think we could integrate this more into our life? Like even when we're not meditating, just sometimes like we get a bit caught up, or say we get a bit frustrated or something. But I would want the ability to sort of just like say to myself at random points in the day, like, may I be well, may I be happy. And then I feel like I would become a bit of a better person in my day-to-day interactions, not just in wishing people well when I'm meditating?
Yes, of course. You such great questions. You have to incorporate this in daily life. That's how it works. Like, we all try to meditate, and meditation is kind of new, so it's very hard to integrate into our daily life and routine. But it's like this. It's like this is not a very good example, but I think it would do. Like, alcoholics. Alcoholics. They like depend on alcohol every day. They don't become alcoholic on the first day, right? They introduce to a beer and they become alcoholic. No, it's impossible. To be able to become an alcoholic, you have to like, you gotta like, sipping it, and initially if the first time you taste beer, it's like kind of yucky and all this, right? But slowly, then if they do it every day, they drink every day, they drink with friends, they go this, then they become alcoholic. Same as meditation. You have to do this, incorporate in your life. Oh, if let's say I have 5 minutes, I'm going to do 5 minutes. And this is like really good because this is the only me time you have. It's about you. You have to, separate yourself. And then this time is for me. I need, if I have 2 minutes, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to spend on others. Because you have to look after your body and your mental state. That's how you benefit others. You always remember that in the airplane when you're about to fly, there are these safety instructions. They always say put on the oxygen mask first on yourself before you attend to your babies or whatever. And this metta meditation is like that. It's about putting oxygen mask. If you feel stressed and all this, putting on this oxygen mask on yourself first. And when you're okay, then you can look after all the people around you. Okay, and that's how it works. So the aim is to really incorporate this in your daily life. And metta is like, it's very interesting. It can be in any form. It's like one of my friend who traveled with me to Tibet, and then he was totally new to all this religious stuff. And then we were in one of the monasteries, and one of the old monks, looked at him and then with a smile. And then he was just so blissed out after that. He was telling me like, wow, when he smiled, I literally saw a lotus coming from him and then entering me. What's that about? He's so surprised and everything. I say, yeah, he's just sending you this loving kindness, metta. That's why they practice. It can just be a smile and anything. And he really felt it, and it's really good. So we definitely need more of this in our daily life, and all the people, especially those really can cheese you off, like, I just can't stand you. No, this very bad boss that you have, or something, or someone who, then you should do it because it's not good for you. Whatever you're sending out is going to rebound to you. Okay, so it's just basic law of physics. It was coming back. So yeah. And for beginners, I recommend, like previously we always do 2 minutes of meditation, and don't think it's too long or too short, because 2 minutes is very important. Every time I recommend more sessions, of course, during the day, but every time try to stick to about 2 minutes, because the longer you go, and then what will happen after you drag for a long time? You'll think, hey, come on, they can meditate 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, or hours. Why my instructor told me to meditate for 2 minutes? What's that about? Basically, that 2 minutes is the most important 2 minutes. It resets you. You're grounded. And if for beginners, if you drag long, what will happen is the dullness will come, and this drowsiness comes, and your thoughts come, and you will think about your shopping list. So you could be like sitting there for 20 minutes, but I mean, 18 minutes, you're kind of thinking about all the other stuff. So there's no point doing for a long time. Just 2 minutes. Okay, yeah, good. And then when you have 2 minutes, 2 minutes. So has anyone done their homework? I'm interested to know. Last week, the weeks before. Anyone want to say something about their homework? I remember talking about like getting our sensitivity back because we're so numb now. We think too much, all this reading of different books and all this. Sometimes they bring us into this state of logic and all this reference. We lose this inner ability to be that naturally, just being here naturally, not doing anything. Previous 3 weeks we've been doing meditation of just not doing anything, just relax, not doing anything. But we just can't. If you notice 2 minutes of doing nothing, if you really look at yourself, that 2 minutes is like really suffering because you're like agitated, like do nothing really? I need to do something, because the whole society is like telling you to have a goal, to tell you to do something, But then if you just be with yourself and do nothing for 2 minutes, just look at it, look at your mind, but do nothing. And if you can accept this, you're comfortable with just doing nothing, that's a great improvement. Actually, that's a really great improvement. Let me tell you a story about how the Buddha become enlightened. The Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha, I'm not sure if you're familiar with his life story or not. Is anyone familiar? He was a prince, basically. Then he renounced. He he left the palace, basically. Why did he left the palace? It's very interesting because when he's young, he's given everything, like totally spoiled, everything. He's got 4 palaces each for the season, summer, winter, all these ladies' drinks, whatever they have. And then his father is really afraid because when he was born, there's this fortune teller who came to the palace and told his father, when your son grow up, he's going to be a renouncer. He's going to left home and then he's going to search for the truth. And his father's really scared. No, I can't allow my son to do that. He needs to be a king. I'm training him to, for the throne. So once he heard that prophecy, he makes sure that in his environment, he will never see anyone who's sick or old, or he will not see death, nothing. You just, in this beautiful paradise, you never see, no one ever cough around you, never get sick, everything is happy, looks, wow. And this prince, when he's growing up, what happened is one day his friend sneak him out of the palace on the street. And it's the first time he actually ventured outside the palace. And then when he saw something, the first time he went out, he saw a sick person. He was shocked. Hey, how come this guy is sick? And then he's got all these bruises and all these things coming out. It looks so frightening, He's so shocked. What is this? And then his friend said, hey, this person got sick. Don't you know? Don't you even know that? No, he was so shocked. Wow, sickness. I never know. Then the story goes where he actually ventured out another 2 times, not 2 times yet. The other time he saw an old person, and then another time he saw death. I don't know if we ever, because now we take it for granted, sickness, old age, and death, right? We take it for granted. But do you remember, if you have children, do you remember the first time you introduced death to your child, or the first time you heard about people can die? I have a son, and I remember the first time he heard, oh, daddy, mommy, you're going to die one day. He was so shocked and he was so sad. No, why would you, because in his child's mind, everything's forever. So that shock is like, you can see it like, wow, it's everyone have, if you, now we're so numb, like, yeah, it's just normal part of life. But that's what triggers him. After he hear that, he couldn't sleep after he go back to the palace, couldn't sleep. Oh no, if I'm going to get old, sick and die, and my wife is going to get old, sick, and my son, I'm going to find a way to transcend this. I'm going to find a way out to lead people out of this. So that's why he decided to leave the palace to seek the truth, not just for himself, but really to help people to solve this problem, because it's so shocking to him. He's just like, no, let's find a way out of this. I don't want to see this. So what happened is the Buddha then practiced, those during India's time, these sadhus, they practice asceticism, is it? Like they really they just eat very little, or they torture their body. Like they're just really torturing themselves, meditate for hours, and they do all kinds of like self, torturing kind of. So the Buddha is following this group also, of trying to find the truth. So he was eating a grain of rice every day. And he becomes so skinny. You can see, like, there's some Buddha statue where you can see he's so skinny. So he's torturing himself for 6 years, trying to find the truth. See this extreme? He was in the palace. He was in his beautiful home, everything provided, luxury, whatever. He feel unsatisfied. He feel like, no, this is not it about life. Then even I enjoy this now, I'm going to get old and sick and die. No, or more. So then he went and searched for the truth. But then for 6 years was just pure pain, like really, really pain. So then one day when he's just there, one of the memory came back to him. One of the memory from childhood came back to him. He remembered, like, when he was 7 years old, he's sitting under rose apple tree on top of a hill by himself, quite secluded. His mother is nearby. It's on a hill, it's a lovely day, actually. That day is a ploughing ceremony festival, like the beginning of spring, where the king has to go and plough the field, right? So it's probably everyone's celebrating. Everyone's celebrating. There's music going on, everything going on. And then the Buddha, sitting there, just a child, quite far from it, but can still see all these things going on, merry making, and he sees his own father, and he's just sitting there by himself. And he's just getting quiet and quieter. Everything become a display to him. And then when he saw the same frame of picture where people are merry making, singing, laughing, dancing, drinking, powering. At the same time, he saw a small detail in this frame. He saw this when his father's praying on the field. There's this worm coming out, of the field, and then he saw this worm coming out, and then if he looked back a bit, he saw this small bird coming to get this worm to eat it. And then just going more on the same frame, he's very far. There's this eagle about to chase down this small bird already. So in this same frame, there are all kinds of things happening. There are the merrymaking, people are enjoying themselves, but there are also the other aspect, the cruel aspect, like the worms about getting eaten by the small bird about to be eaten by the eagle. It all depends on your perspective, you see? Just same frame of picture, everything's there. All of a sudden, this merry-making, the joyfulness, and this the most cruel things that's about to happen to animal world. These two things just crashes, just clash. And he just let go of this distinctions, and he just came quiet down his mind, just looking, and then just quiet down his mind. At that moment, this silence in him, silence beyond any expression, beyond any thoughts, like differentiations, and this silence, this beautiful silence that he has, born in this child. He says he was enjoying this silence, this beauty of this silence, without all this disturbance. Then this Buddha who's torturing himself, oh, remember this memory. Oh, wow. That silence, that bliss, that happiness that came within me, not from any place, not from torturing himself, not from drinking nice wines, all this, that thing that born out of just relax and renunciation. Wow, that thing must lead to the truth. Why am I afraid of that kind of happiness? Because he's so afraid of happiness now because 6 years of torturing, right? But he said, hey, that happiness that I had as a child is not dependent upon anything outside. Hey, that happiness, that must be the way. That's how he left the ascetic practice, and he tried to get food. And then a lady with rice milk fed him, and then he get some power back. That's why he went to the Bodhi tree and become the Buddha. So that's how he realized the truth from this childhood memory. And this is a very, very good story. Either whether it's true or symbolic, doesn't matter. We all need to get back to this inner child, inner nature, that inner wisdom that's with us all the time. But the problem is we have so many noises now, noises outside, like there's noises I seen, like, just with everything that going on. Like, for example, we need to pay our bills. We need to, look at our bank balances, we need to check our phone message, there's just so many things that we have to attend to, except attending to ourselves. That's the last thing we attend to. It's ourselves. So at least for this hour, let's try to attend to ourselves, Forget about the phones, forget about your bills for a while, and just so okay, so we're going to sit for 2 minutes, and we're just going to, just the story I told you. For this 2 minutes, let's just relax and do nothing. Really, just be with yourself and just comfortably doing nothing and just be with yourself. You're not afraid to be, don't, if your thought comes, any thought that comes, hey, what should I do now? Or anything that comes to your mind, imagine that as this little child sitting under the rose apple tree. Now all these things going on down there, happiness, merrymaking, those are your thoughts, okay? Just ignore them. They are just your thoughts. The thoughts is nothing, just, they're just there. They are not really important. So for 2 minutes, let's all do this together for 2 minutes. Okay, and let's start. Whatever comes to your mind, just ignore it. Pay no attention to it. I'm just going to sit here for 2 minutes and do nothing. Don't worry about whether you're doing right or you're doing wrong. Just ignore anything. Just ignore. Oh, that went very quick. So how do you feel that 2 minutes? Are you comfortable just sitting there doing nothing? Or you kind of agitated? Or please do share. Yes.
Felt really quick, to be honest.
Okay.
I think the first half of the time I was trying to focus on just backing out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really hard just with the noise and everything. But
Yeah.
I think at the last 30 seconds or something, that's when it started to clear out.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good.
We weren't really quick, I thought.
Oh, very good. Anyone else want to share? Anyone else want to share something online?
I felt like I still had a lot of thoughts, but I just wasn't trying to judge them. I just was just letting them happen. Just like
Very
it's
good.
there. Okay,
Yes.
it's not gonna do anything. It's just a
Yes.
thought.
That's the in Buddhism we call that's the attitude of a lion. There's always say, let's die like a lion. You know how a lion die? When the king of animal world, when they're about to die, they will seclude themselves. They will leave the herd. They'll find a quiet spot. They'll just sit there. They will stop eating, stop drinking, nothing. They'll just let it enjoy in silence by themselves. And then just wait, and then just enjoy the silence. And then die in peace. That's how a lion dies. This confidence. We need to nurture this confidence like this. Whatever happens outside or in you, or its thoughts come, don't get disturbed, don't get affected. Like they will pass. They will just, it can be, your thoughts can be so, so violent that you feel like, oh, no, they're going to carry me away. But they're just like thunderstorms, this Sydney, we have these hailstones. They come and go really quick, So just like that, have this confidence and attitude. They're not going to affect me. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to be at peace. Whatever, you can say whatever you want. I'm just going to, yes. I'm just going to enjoy this silence myself. And this is the me time I'm talking about. You need to have this. I tell you, if you meditate, well, once you have this habit of just be with yourself and silence, if you don't do it, it's like missing a meal. Really, you're like, hey, something's not right, it's just agitated. And then I don't disturb me for 2 minutes. I'm just going to, do nothing. Yes, 2 minutes. It's so important, so nourishing to yourself. And you are like, wow, all this time I've been like starving, or I've been like overworked, never really looking after myself. And that's like crazy. Like, So, yep. Okay. So the next meditation we're going to try. Okay, this is the 4th week, so I'm introducing this meditation slowly. So for those people, really, really just can't sit and do nothing. They're like, I need to do something. Please, it's like, how do I say it? The truth, the truth that we're seeking, our inner self, is so subtle that you need to have very calm, sharp. You have to be very aware to notice it. It's like, I say, it's like a lot of things that, we don't notice the earth is round, right? Usually we just think it's flat. Our perception is flat. We're told it's round. But unless you're really, really have very calm mind and sharp notice, hey, when you look at the sun rotating, oh, you know, hey, actually we are the one rotating. The earth is rotating faster and it's round. And also like there are subtle things that you never notice unless you have very calm mind. For example, I'm trained as an engineer and physicist. So, you know, if you know about the theory of relativity, you know time and space is totally relative, right? And it's not the fundamental physical phenomenon. It's just a kind of an illusion, kind of just works. Einstein calls time the most stubborn illusion we have. But it's very funny, you know, this if you have an atomic clock, now the most precise clock we have in the world, if you measure time here, if you put a clock here and you put a clock here, you will measure two different rates. The clock here, you put your hand up, will run faster than the clock here, down here, because the lower we go, we are near a bigger mass, right? So when you're attracted to bigger mass, what happens is space and time warps and the time goes slower. So, you know, but we never realize that because, you know, for us, it's kind of, it's kind of, vaguely the same time, then it's okay. But what happened is like, this quantum physics used to tell, then we invent satellites, right? With satellites and all this computing, we have GPS. You know, when we drive car, we need Google Maps. And Google Maps is able to pinpoint your location because of the satellite system. And the thing is, when they first shoot out the satellite, the first time, they didn't really adjust for these time differences. Satellites, when they spin around Earth, their time goes much faster then. So you have to account for that. So the first satellite there, you know, when the scientists told them, hey, you have to adjust for these differences in time measurement, they didn't do it. So they said, what's different time? So they didn't do it. So the GPS system didn't work. So, you know, now they know you have to adjust. So we're kind of living in a time bubble. Time only makes sense in this, you only cover this earth, kind of, in this bubble, it's not much different. Even the difference is too small for us to notice. But when you actually travel outside this boundary of Earth, when you travel space, especially near Jupiter or large masses, you know, have you seen that movie Interstellar? The only part that's really scientific is the part where the spaceship go near the black hole, and then, you know, when they come back to Earth, for them it's maybe 2 days, 3 days, but his daughter is already an old lady. On Earth, it has gone so far, but for him, just a few hours, a day just passed. And that's totally true. It's not sci-fi. It's just how it works. That's just the thing. But we never notice that. Why do we not notice it? Just at the moment, it's too subtle. So they always say the truth is like our eyelashes. It's so close to us that we can't see it. We see everything outside, but do you see your eyelashes? You don't, right? Actually, it's there, but your brain kind of filtered out anyway because you know. So the truth is like this. So this previously I've been talking about this onion. Meditation is about finding your inner happiness and inner self and truth. It's like this onion you have, this thing you have. Then you need to slowly peel everything away, layer by layer. You travel inwards, and you realize that's what the Buddha found. This inner onion thing, you know. So we hear, oh wow, okay. Wow, so this is beyond sickness, old age, death. What is that? I used to worry so much about sickness and death. Wow, that's just a joke, you know. You know, then there's this release, you know, from this sometimes. So anyway, So for those who can't really just do nothing, I'm going to introduce this meditation of the breath. Our breath is so important. It's like, remember that truth is very subtle. It's like subtle, 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 subtle. And then if your mind's not quiet enough, you can't see it. It's like only you are very quiet, you can feel the small trembling of earthquakes. Yeah, earthquakes are happening all the time. We just don't feel it because we're not quiet enough. Anyway, so these very subtle things where you have to be totally silent. A lot of time we can't do it. So let's introduce something for you to observe that you can. So let's introduce this idea of the breath, breathing. It's with us all the time, but we kind of ignore it. We don't pay attention to it. We just assume it's there. But the breath is so important. Our thoughts, everything's linked to the breath. Okay, so let's try this breathing meditation for 2 minutes. What I want you to do for these 2 minutes is just know that you're breathing. Just know that you're breathing in and out and relax. And don't control, don't try to influence your breath, nothing. What I want you to do is just know that you're breathing. You're breathing in, you're breathing out. Just notice it. Just that you're breathing in, breathing out. Whatever thoughts comes, or if you get carried away, just bring it back to your breath, okay? So for 2 minutes, we're going to do breathing. Start. Just notice your breath. Just notice that you're breathing. Just watch your breath, like the Buddha, that child watching his breath. How was that? Were you able to watch your breath and notice your breath? Sort of, or yes? Everyone able to watch their breath? Everyone online able to watch their breath? Okay.
Yes, I found that one, that was much easier than trying to not think of anything. Yeah, it gave you something to do.
Yes, yes. So that's why I'm introducing it at the 4th week, because actually, you know that doing nothing requires so much confidence that I've been talking about. Just be at ease of doing nothing. Just have this trust. I'm doing something really good for myself. Yes, this is the way. Like just doing nothing. Just not be affected by anything. But that's really difficult because it's against everything we learned, taught in if you don't do anything, your parent tells you you're a lazy bum, right? It's like no use to society, whatever, like So then breath is very good alternative. If you really need to do something, let's just observe your breath, because breath is kind of there, but it's very subtle. Unless you're quiet, you can't really notice your breathing, right? If you are very busy doing other things, you can't notice your breath. So this object, that's why I'm introducing this object of meditation, the breathing, because it is subtle enough that if you don't pay attention, you just lose it. But it's not so gross, as in like it's not so tangible. Breath is not very tangible in a way. So it's there, but it's like you need to pay attention. So it's a very good alternative. So this breathing meditation in a Buddhist world is very, very important. It's very important. Like you almost find it in all the traditions. The Theravadan tradition in Southeast Asia, they have mindfulness of the breath. In China, the Zen tradition, they have mindfulness of the breath. They even do counting, but yeah, that's much more sophisticated. And then in Tibet, they also have this. But just know that the more ideas that introduce to you, the more things that you kind of need to do, the further away you need to kind of let that go at the end anyway. But it's a good thing that, let's say, what's the example? If you like have addiction to something really bad, like smoking, is it smoking or something, then you need to find a alternative, right? You can't just don't smoke. Hey, just don't smoke. It's impossible. So what happened is like, okay, they introduce something for you to, whatever, and then you kind of for the temporary stage. And then this is the beauty of the system is there's so many things that depending on all kinds of people, all kinds of capacities, there's always something that they can give you temporary. But knowing this, okay, thank you. And then you got to move on later. But breath is almost the safest or the kind of universal bet. Is a good one. So because breathing, as soon as you notice your breath, what will happen is you start to relax. If you are panicking, for example, you're panicking and all this, what they will tell you, just breathe in, breathe out. As soon as you notice that you're breathing, you calm down, you're settled. So breathing is really good. That's why for this week, I want you to start doing this breath meditation if you can, but don't give up the 2-minute do nothing. Still do that, but kind of rotate a bit, like do a session of the doing nothing and do a session of observing your breath. Okay, and then just alternate, and let me just encourage you again to really practice meditation, because it's really, really good. It's this how do you call it? There's this analogy. It's like this beggar, like going outside. He thinks he's so poor, like he's just begging, he's just begging everywhere outside for money, not realizing he's like underneath where he sleeps, there's this huge wealth of money or fortune. And this is what happened to us. We have this huge wealth of inner bliss and happiness within us, waiting for us to drill and pump it out, like the oil of the Saudis. That it's worth investing this energy in finding out this inner peace and happiness. And I guarantee you, the more you walk on this path, the more you explore your inner peace and silence, the happier you become, really. I mean, there's so many people to give testimony to that. And please encourage each other. That's why we're doing this as a group, you know. A group session is to, you know, just encourage each other and practice together and sharing whatever we have with each other. Okay, I think I go over time again. Anyone have any other questions? Oh, I saw questions. Simran say, I was touching everything, enjoying texture. Okay, durian, did you try that? Oh, that's very good, very good. Yeah, yeah. You hit one bird in two stones. Durian, you can smell it and touch it at the same time. It's really good. So last week's exercise was to use the sense of smell, you know, because we don't use a lot of sense anymore, like touch, the sense of touch and smell. So it's very important. Okay. If no one has questions, I will conclude to tonight's session. And before we finish the session, let's just know, because it is a very beautiful tradition that every time we are discussing about inner peace or the truth, whatever, there's a lot of good energies around, and let's just share this with everyone. So whatever we have done, you know, make the effort to come, sacrifice our time, Monday evening, you know, I'm sure you have much better things to do, you know, than coming here, but you are here today, I'm here today, you know. Somehow we're all here doing this together, and there's so much good merits and good energy. Let's share this energy with all our friends, and you know, may they also find inner peace one day. Our friends and families and everyone we know. May they always have joy and happiness in life, and may they not be bound by all kinds of superficial stuff. Yeah, may they be free. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoy that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jimmy. See you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I was wondering about your story about the Buddha when he experienced something under the rose apple tree.
Yeah.
Do you have any reference where I can read that again?
Where you can what?
Read it.
Oh yes, of course. This is there in the Theravada text. You know, like the Great Chronicles of the Buddha by Mingun Seattle. It's a Burmese book. I can put it later on the note.
Okay.
Yeah. It's called. Can you write it down? It's called the Great Chronicles of the Buddha. Chronicles.
The Great. Okay.
Great Chronicles
of the Buddha.
Of the Buddha.
Bye, Jimmy. Thank you.
Bye. Yeah.
Sure.
Jimmy, quick question.
Yes.
You know, with my meditation is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Just quickly go into my past life and the little child and this.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask, because the smell is quite sensitive. I had before saying that because of the third eye.
Yes.
Very active. Yes. I sense very differently. Like
I
don't go anybody's house. I don't eat.
Yes.
anything.
Why don't you stay behind a bit? I will just conclude here. We can talk a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want? Are you busy?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I just didn't want to say because my level of
Yes.
and these are all new. I'm encouraging them to come in.
Of course.
It will be a little bit hard to ask the question because my question will be deeper.
Yes.
They
Okay. All right. See you, everyone.
You, Jimmy. Thank you again.